So in this video, I'm going to show you step-by-step process. Everything is going to be on the screen. How to really list the item on eBay and do the proper search engine optimization, eBay SEO. I know that's a little bit fancy, but what do I mean by SEO, search engine optimization? Once the buyer will come on eBay, obviously they're going to type something. So in this case, I can show you one example right here. I can type iPhone cable, and all the listing which I can see on the first page right here have a proper SEO in mind. And as an eBay buyer, you might buy from eBay as well. Buyer often buy from the first page. They don't bother to go on the second page or third page as well. So eBay SEO is a major factor. It's not only one factor, but it's the major factor to rank your listing on the first page as well. This is what I want to show you. This is what I've been listing on my store from past 11 years now. So what you need to do on the first page right here, it says start your listing. Here you want to put anything like which is relevant to your product. It doesn't have to be a perfect title. It only so eBay can detect what category in which you are trying to sell into. So I am listing iPhone cable, so I'm just gonna type iPhone cable. What a lot of people will do, they will just select one of these right here. Obviously you can select one of these right here. Right now it doesn't really matter, so I can just select this one, iPhone cable 1 meter, and I will just click on search. Once I will click on search, it can be any item. What I will suggest most of the time, what you need to do is just simply click on continue without a match, even if you have found the product inside the catalog. If that item is a branded item, it's not a generic item. Let's say you are trying to sell something which is a toy and made by a very known manufacturer, then obviously you can select the item from the listing right here. But if that is a generic item, what you want to do, just click on continue without a match. So this is the way you will be able to create a listing from the scratch, and that will be more SEO friendly as well. It asks you to confirm the condition of the item. Whatever the condition of your item is, I'm gonna select new right here, click on continue to listing. Then you're gonna come on to this page right here. The first thing that eBay asks you, that you need to upload the photos right here. So what you need to understand right here, a lot of people, they just upload only one picture, and that is not enough. First thing that you need to keep in mind, if I write this down, two things which are going to majorly impact your ranking. Number one is going to be title. We're gonna spend a lot of time designing the perfect SEO friendly title, and number two is going to be our pictures. Minimum, if I don't have 6 pictures, I will never upload my product. Regardless if you're drop shipping, whatever you are doing, if you're drop shipping, you want to make some changes inside your picture. If you have an item with yourself, you want to take the pictures of your item, and it has to be minimum 6 pictures. And what you need to do, once you need to upload these pictures right here, you want to rename them. So for example, if I click on upload right here, so these are the 6 pictures which I uploaded from my computer right here. What you want to do before you upload them onto eBay, as I said, minimum have to be 6 pictures. I'm gonna show you some other ways. If you are drop shipping, then obviously you can edit your pictures and make more out of one pictures as well, but you want to minimum have a 6 pictures inside. What I like to do, just have a plain picture for my main photo, and then obviously all 4 angles. So this one right here and this one right here as a second and third one, and your 4 pictures have to be showing the product from all different angles. So for example, if I was selling this bottle right here, this hand sanitizer, I will try to take 4 pictures from all different angles as well, and your next 2 pictures have to show some sort of real use of that product as well. So buyer can actually feel once they're gonna use that product, how they gonna be using in their real life. So it encourage buyer to actually buy that product, because they can picture themselves using that product as well. I hope that makes sense as well. So this picture right here, as I'm showing in this particular picture, that if you buy this cable, this is how you're gonna like sort of charge your mobile phone as well. So if you are somebody who don't have access to a lot of pictures, what you can do, there is a free software called Canva. I'm gonna put the link for that inside the description. This video is not sponsored, but it's a really good software. What you can do, just simply upload the picture inside the Canva right here, and you can just simply put that onto the canvas here, and you can upload some of the like badges and some of the icons. You can actually find them from the Google as well. So let's say if your item is like you wanna offer faster delivery, just put fast delivery eBay right here, and then you can just simply go to the images and you're gonna see a lot of designs. So for example, this design right here, I can just simply like copy that to the desktop, and then if I need to add that design into my picture, I'm gonna upload that one, put that right here, and I can just simply add this badge onto my picture as well. You can like, you know, reshape the size, you can do a lot of stuff inside the Canva, and it is completely free to use as well. So this is the way. If you have only one picture, if you're drop shipping, then you can put like a UK flag, you can put you know, top quality, a lot of that kind of stuff as well. This is very, very helpful if you need to make more pictures out of one picture as well. So it sort of looks more professional at the same time. So these are the pictures that you're gonna need to look after: 4 pictures of the product and 2 pictures of a product being used in a real life scenario. So we put that right here. This is the first thing which is done. You can also upload a video for it as well, but right now I'm not using the videos feature. Maybe in the future I will consider using it, but right now I'm not doing videos, so I wouldn't cover that right here. Now the title. These are the 2 most important things right here. We got iPhone cable 1 meter. I'm gonna show you what I do as well, and I'm gonna show you another option at the same time, which will be the free option. What I use for my title, I use Zeek Analytics because it gives me more data. I'm gonna put the link for Zeek Analytics inside the description. Inside the Zeek Analytics, there is an option called Title Builder. What Title Builder will do, so for example, if I type iPhone cable right here, and I'm gonna type the same iPhone cable right here, I'm gonna search it, Zeek Analytics will show me the search volume. So if a lot of people are using iPhone cable, then I'm just gonna use those sort of things inside my title as well. So if I see right here iPhone, the search volume is really high, so you wanna match what people are actually typing inside the eBay. So if the customer is coming right here, Zeek Analytics is giving you all the data, like how many people are typing iPhone, cable, charger, fast, lead. You want to use all those words inside your title, and you want to make a paragraph out of it. So what I will do, I will select iPhone, I will select iPhone, charger, cable, fast, then I will put charging right here as well. I will put sync, and a lot of people are searching for iPhone 11, so it actually tells me I can create a separate listing for iPhone 11 because a lot of people are searching for iPhone 11. A lot of people are searching for iPhone 7. A lot of people searching for iPhone 8. Even though, you know, all the iPhone cable have a similar design, but as a buyer, what you need to keep in mind that you're looking for specific model which you have as well. So this gives you opportunity to create more listing out of one product as well, because you are titling all of them differently. You can upload different pictures as well, and that will become more search engine optimization friendly. So this is what I do a lot. I have an iPhone cable, I have a separate listing for iPhone 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, this is the way you don't miss any opportunity for the buyer to actually see their model inside. So I will select all of that, and once I will select it, I can just simply you know, you can come right here and you can just copy that one, and you can come back to your eBay where you was doing your listing, and you can paste that right here. So this is the way I am making sure that all the words which I have used inside my title are the one the buyers are actually searching for those words. So this is where a paid tool comes in handy. There are other free ways as well. So for example, what you can do, you just simply go to eBay search. For example, I will go right here. I will go to my eBay search. You want to type iPhone cable, and then a lot of these auto suggestions will come up. So for example, iPhone cable 2 meter, iPhone cable genuine, I will cable 1 meter, iPhone cable charger, iPhone cable short, iPhone cable USB type C. So these are all the words that buyer is actually using a lot. That's why the eBay is suggesting these words as well. So this is a really good reference point to pick some words from here and use inside your title. So I'm gonna pick one word, iPhone cable 1 meter. So now I have a rough idea how I need to sort of arrange my title in a way that it will be very SEO friendly. So I'm gonna do iPhone cable, and I'm gonna do 1 meter, and I'm gonna leave the word fast charging and charger. So we can do iPhone cable charger, and we're gonna do fast charging, and then we're gonna do sync, because it, like, a lot of people, they wanna like probably connect with the iTunes and that kind of stuff as well, connect with the computer. So they are trying to make sure that it does work with the computer and charge at the same time. So that's the kind of information we found from Zeek Analytics. And also on the top of that, we can add more words if we need to add, like, you know, some of the words we can pick from this one right here. If we ever support USB type C, I can obviously put lightning to USB type C. So this is the way I'm trying to cover all the words which I have seen inside the recommendation from Zeek Analytics and from the autofill from eBay at the same time. So this is a really decent title. I'm very happy with it at the same time. Now what you want to do, you want to select all the features which you have inside your inside your product. So you can just simply you can say USB type C. You can, yes, it's a charging cable. Yes, it also have a fast charger. So we have selected all of them. Now we got subtitle right here. Honestly, I don't use subtitle. It costs £2.40p extra if you use subtitle. I haven't found enough evidence to actually, like, you know, really say it will help with your sales more. So you know, a subtitle is not something which I used. If the listing is doing really well, then I can use subtitles like you know, something like these one, top quality, all that kind of stuff as well. But if you are making new listing, for example, I don't find subtitle to be very helpful. So again, this is your personal preference. I don't recommend it, but if you do decide to use them, obviously you're gonna pay additional £2.40p every single month. Item category, it's gonna be most of the time eBay gonna select that automatically. So that's the reason we put that on the first page, if you remember, because this is where we was just trying to tell eBay what item category is going to be. Later down in the line, I came inside the item title, and I edited and really optimized my title. But just for the first page, just to like kind of like, you know, go through from the first page, I just provided a little bit information. In terms of brand, I'm gonna select unbranded. If you are selling an item which belongs to some sort of brand and you are allowed to sell that item, you can sell it. That won't be a problem. Now here, the additional one, EEN number, I don't suggest typing, does not apply. A lot of people just type does not apply. I always use some generic EEN number, and you can obviously buy some generic EEN number. They're not that expensive. Just you can simply come on eBay right here and say generic EEN numbers for eBay. I'm gonna list some free of them inside the description as well. You can download from there. They are completely free. I have loads of them. So you can buy hundreds of number, like you can make 100 listings for $4.99 only. So they are like super cheap, but they are just like, they are not really registered one. So what happened if you type does not apply right here? Everybody who's writing does not apply, your listing will just simply fall in that category. You want to stand out a little bit as well. So I will type some sort of generic EN number, which will, like, you know, will be you can always type something that you want, that doesn't really matter right here. So all it's gonna say, no match found, EAN saved, is all it just gonna say. That just type 14 digits, it will be more than enough. Now you want to try to make sure you are filling all of these sections right here. Anything that is relevant, it will tell you that people actually make searches based on these words as well. So connectivity, I'm gonna do lightning right here, if I can find lightning. So here is the lightning. Number of ports, I'm just gonna type 1, and it's a charging cable length is 1 meter, compatible brand. So it doesn't matter if your item is generic, it is compatible with the Apple. So we are saying for Apple, it not made from Apple, it is for Apple. Compatible model, you can search like I would select all the iPhone model which it will give me. So as many iPhone models that you can select from here, like, you know, all the model where this cable is compatible for, select all of that. Color is white, I'm just gonna simply put white. It is made by TPU, and then design and finish, it doesn't really matter for this one, so I'm just gonna type plain. Version, it does not apply. MPN, you can just simply ignore these one, it doesn't really matter for these one. Now if you have a variation, I will make a separate listing. If you have a multiple colors or multiple size, you can actually add the variation, but in this video I'm not gonna go into detail of variation because that requires a separate dedicated video to create a variation as well. I already have one, I'm gonna put the link for that inside the description. You can create a multiple variation. Now we come to item description right here. So item description, a lot of people, like for example this one, they use some sort of template. If you have a time and you have a patience for it, template does help. It help a little bit, it's not a major factor. It really what helps more, what you write inside that title, is that what you write inside that description, that helps more than everything. So for example, if I need to add some template, I'm gonna create a separate video on adding a template. Do ask me inside the comment if you want it, but in my honest opinion, I think a template does not help a lot. It is something which is nice to have for the sake of impression, by leaving like a good impression on a buyer. So what buyer most of the time, what they're gonna do once they're gonna come across the product which they want to buy, for example this one right here, the title is something which is already bringing the traffic onto your listing, and they're gonna click on that listing based on the price, based on the picture. Now just for the sake of reading something, they're just gonna scroll down and they're just gonna see what you have written inside right here. Okay, everything looks professional, that's it. That might have probably 5% of the impact. How your title look like, how your description look like, do you have a template or you don't have a template. But the major thing SEO wise I'm talking about is going to be your title, and it's going to be your picture, because picture will improve your click-through rate and the title will improve your search inside the eBay search right here. So that it gonna impact how many words you are able to add inside there, which are very similar to what the buyer is typing inside the title. So you are right here once you need to do your description. But I normally do for description, to be honest with you, you can just simply, you know, if you are lazy, you don't want to spend a lot of time, because I don't think description worth spending a lot of time. If the item is really generic, I will just simply search iPhone cable right here, and what I will do, I'm just gonna type this one and I'm gonna see if any item on eBay have the description which I want to also have as well. So for example, if I go and I just type best match right here, and this one right on the top is already right here, and this is the description for this item. So for example, this is a description. I like this description here. So what I'm gonna do, I will normally just copy this one, come on to ChatGPT. This is completely free. I'm gonna type rewrite this, and then I'm gonna paste all of that right here. And what it's gonna do, it's gonna actually type a new description from the scratch. So I'm not really like, technically I'm not copying their description, I'm adding my own flip to it as well. So it's gonna use a different wording, and it's gonna type all the new description for me as well. It is obviously ChatGPT is completely free. I'm gonna add that right here, and obviously I'm just gonna use their I'm gonna remove their brand name right here, and anywhere else if they have used their brand name, I'm just gonna remove that. Rest of the description is going to be same most of the time. So this is the much time I spend on a description. Obviously I will create another video showing you how to design a template. I do use a template, but because I already have a design and I already have a team to make a design for me. But as a one-man army, once you're gonna have to design the template for each and every listing from the scratch and add the pictures inside, that take longer time unless you're using some sort of software. So it's not worth spending a lot of time on a description and making a design out of description. You just want to make sure that you are typing all the words that buyer need to know about your item, and in simple like this style of text, it will be more than enough. Of course, if you have a time and patience to design a template, I'm not against that. You got what I'm trying to say right here. Now next one, we have a format. Buy it now means buyer will just simply see the price, whatever the price that you're gonna decide. So for example, I'm gonna sell this for $3.99, just for example. Buyer will just simply say $3.99, they will pay $3.99, and that's it, job done. If you put on auction, then obviously I don't run auction, but auction is something where you add a starting price. So for example, you wanna run your auction for 1 day, 3 day, 5 day, 7 day, and maximum 10 days. So let's say you wanna run your auctions for 7 days, you select 7 days, starting bid will be 0.01. That's where you wanna start your bidding. If you have a minimum price in your mind, that's completely fine. Like that's what you minimum wanna get paid, but normally it's ideal that you wanna start your auctions from 0.01. So then the buyer can add a bidding on it, and you see what the maximum bid you will receive. But I don't like my items are not suitable for auctions most of the time. It depends on what kind of item you sell. I will use buy it now option right here. You can just type one price, and if the buyer obviously like it, they're just gonna go for it. VAT, for your VAT registered, that you can add the VAT on the top as well, but if you're not, then leave this one empty. Now what we have is allow offers right here. So the offer is something if the buyer want to say, okay, well, I don't want to pay $3.99, I want to pay $2.99. So they will be able to make you offer. If you allow offer, then obviously you have an option to accept that, you have an option to reject that. But what I like to do, I don't allow offers because I don't want to give a lot of time for the buyer to think about it. But if you're somebody who want to, let's say, allow offers, is a personal preference at the end of the day. What you want to do to save time, you want to minimum offer, you want to put that as well. So minimum I want is $4.89, and auto accept something if that will be $3.94 for example. So anything above that, it will be accepted. Obviously these are the figures just made up for the sake of this tutorial. You can adjust that accordingly. Now we got add multi-buy. So if you want to offer a discount, a lot of time it's really helpful, because if I need to send one cable, it's gonna cost me the same money to post it. If I need to send 2 cables, it's gonna cost me same money to post it as well. So you can allow the discount. So for example, if the person will buy 2, they get 15%, 20%, 25%. This is again a personal choice as well. Schedule the listing. You can schedule the listing as well. This used to be paid before, but I think this is free now. So if you want to, let's say, like schedule the listing for tomorrow, you don't want to go live today, you can schedule it for tomorrow as well. Private listing is just simply mean that once the buyer will buy this item, it will not show inside the feedback. So what do I mean by that? If I go to this seller right here, and if I go to their feedback right here, then you can see all of their feedback. It says thank you, but it doesn't say for what item. You know what I mean? So it means that was a private listing. If it wasn't a private listing, then it will also show the title of the item inside the feedback as well. So this is what private listing means. Now you got a postage option. For the postage option, if you're drop shipping, obviously you can select like any one from here, and but if you are posting the item by yourself, you need to select what postage you're going to be using right here. So what a lot of people don't know, you can click on this see postage options right here. You can allow collect in person as well, and you can exclude some location if you don't want to post to. So a lot of postcode, especially if you're using Every or other, Royal Mail normally delivers everywhere, but if you're using something where your courier don't deliver to, you can put that postcode inside, and then people from that location won't be able to buy as well. So for this one, it doesn't really matter. You want to put that this postage size right here, then you want to select a service. So for example, I have selected Royal Mail 24, but if you want to use a different one, you can delete this service and you can add a different service right here, depending on whatever the courier you are using. So let's say if a lot of people ask me, I'm drop shipping, but I don't find a courier which will give me enough time to cover everything. So for example, if your item is coming in, let's say 15 days, so in order for me to adjust the 15 days, what I can normally do, I can just simply select this one right here, so which is saying other courier 5 days. I can just simply select that. Now it is adding 5 days here, right here, and then what I can do on the top of that, I can add some handling time as well. So what I'm gonna do is just simply select this one. I will switch off this one, and then I can just simply say 0 offer free shipping for this one, and I can remove this service, and I can obviously remove this service right here as well. And then on the top of that, if I need to add some handling time, because this only offer 5 working days, let's say I want to go for 15 working days, I will click on see postage option right here. Then we got next one, add service right here, and then we have our, so once I add 5 days from the top right here, and let's say I need to add 15 days in total, I will come right here, I will switch this one on right here. So instead of dispatch time of same working day, I will do, let's say 10 working days. So it taking me 10 working days to dispatch the item, and then 5 on the top. So this is the way you can adjust. If you want to do 15, you want to do 20, this is it, all can be done right here. You can add like upwards a month right here as well, so it's not really a problem. I'm posting my item, so I'm gonna select same working day right here, and then what you can do, there are a couple of other options as well. So eBay global shipping program is something, I have a separate video about it, but what that does, you just, if you get the international order, you just ship it to eBay global shipping center, and then they will take care of the item, they will post it to the buyer as well. So normally I don't really sell internationally, so I don't need to do that. If any other service you want to offer, like international customer, all that kind of stuff, you can search that on. Rest of all the stuff is just, you can leave it like that, and then just simply click on list with a displayed fee, and that's it, your item will be listed.